Hi, welcome to my studio. I'm glad you're here. Today I'm going to do another ninja swipe. I have another 18 by 24 inch canvas, and I tape the back, put my push pins in, and I keep forgetting to tell you, but especially on these bigger canvases, I spritz it with a little water on the back and kind of spread it around and let it dry. It dries very quickly, but it also tightens up the canvas so that it doesn't pool in the center like sometimes can happen with the weight of the paint. Not such a big deal with this type of painting, but it can be with like a ring pour or something where you have a lot of paint on your canvas. So I just want to get that centered again if I can. And I've got a bunch of different colors today. I am going to let you know what they are as I'm putting them down. And I'll also have them listed all in the description box for you with my pouring medium in there too. So this is just Artist Loft Flow Acrylic White with a little bit of satin enamels from DecoArt. I just like to add that in there just because. It's mixed with glue and Floetrol, Elmer's Glue All and Floetrol, 50-50. 50-50 glue and Floetrol for my pouring medium, and then 50-50 paint and pouring medium. So I like to mix it up in a big bottle, which the one that I just showed you has it all mixed already in it. It's one, it was just over half empty, so I instead of pouring it into something else, I just put the pouring medium and the satin enamels in that one with it, so that it was in a nice bottle that was easy to pour. You know, when it comes to base paints especially, I like to mix up a batch of it at a time, so I don't have to mix it every time I want to paint, which would be not working smarter, be working harder. And I believe in working smarter, not harder. I like mixing paint, but I don't want to have to mix everything up right before I do every painting. So I'm just getting it on the sides here. And it might actually be a little thicker than I'd like it to be, but I think we'll be okay with it. I'm going to put you on pause here for a second, actually, and I'm going to add a little bit of water to this and put just a touch more paint on top. See you in a sec. Okay, that should be way better. I don't want too much base paint on, though, because I don't want to lose my colors as I swipe them through. So, looks like I didn't strain the Floetrol very well. Got a couple of chunks in there. But that's one of the reasons I like to use my hands for spreading the paint. That way I can feel where there might be too thick a paint or not enough paint. All that kind of stuff. I like to play and feel in the paint. I do that with paint, and I do that with resin when I'm resining my paintings. There we go. All right. So let's see. I'm just going to make some puddles along the bottom here, and with color, and then we're going to swipe it through. So let me see. What am I going to start with? I think what I'll start with is this custom blue that I made. I'm not sure what's in here. I think there's some Prussian blue and some, I don't know, maybe a little black. I'm not real sure, but I like the color. Same thing goes for this custom purple that I made. It's a very dark purple. Not sure what's in here. Eventually I'll have used it all. I keep saying that, and it's like the never-ending bottle of purple paint. But I'd like to use some of these paints up because some of them, a couple of them have been around for a little bit longer. But anyway, Let's go in with some of this Arteza Pearl Rose. It's a really pretty pearly pink. And you know, it really doesn't matter where I put them. I'm kind of putting them in places where I know these colors will go together well, and I want to spread out the color in different places. It's just going to all get swiped all over the canvas anyway, so let's see. I'm starting with some of the darker colors too. This one here, what did I decide this was? Oh right, DecoArt Metallics in Garnet. This is really pretty. They're all really pretty. These are all some of my favorite colors. I think I'll go in the center here with this one. Okay. And let's see, what else do I want to put on there right now? I think we'll go in with some Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue. This is another great color. It's one of my all-time favorites. And I also have Artist Loft Metallic Purple. And let's see, this one is the DecoArt Metallic Green. And I think I'll just kind of go along the top with this. And go in with the Arteza Pearl Light Green. And this I've mixed up in a DecoArt jar. I like to reuse the jars. They keep the paint nice and fresh that way. And it's also not wasteful. And let's see, so these other two paints I have, they are mixed just with Floetrol. This is, oh my gosh, Amsterdam Medium Gold. I'm hoping that this, along with the Amsterdam Oxide Black, which I'm putting down next, will bring us some cells. I don't want too much black, but I want it to give us some contrast too. Black is always a good one for that when you're using a white base, but not when you drip it right in the middle of the canvas before you even start anything. So we're going to get that on out of there. Actually, that looks like it was a blue. Okay, let me see. I got some. I always keep some of my base paint in a squirt bottle as well, just in case I need it for something like that. So, or for edges or whatever else. Okay. I will torch it, get rid of the bubbles, just because I'm going to create a lot more bubbles, but that's okay. Let's see if I can get rid of anything in here. I don't think I have any, really, to speak of. Okay. I have the silicone spatula here that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I picked up a lot of these little tools here with the spoons and spatulas and things from the Dollar Tree. They're $1. And, well, they were. I think they've gone up a little bit now. It's no longer the Dollar Tree. It's a $1.50 tree, I guess. But they're great because the paint washes right off of them, even if you don't wipe them off right away. I did wipe this off the other day. There's hardly anything on there, so it's not a big deal what I've got on there now. It's all dry. Alright, so here we go. Let's see what we can do. See what kind of a mess I can make. I want to be sure to wipe your swiping tool off in between each swipe. I think I've got some more chunks in here. Let me see where my tweezers are. I don't know. Moved me into a bigger area of the basement yesterday. So I have a much bigger studio, and I'm also very organized, but you know how it is when you get organized and you can't find anything for a while because you don't remember where you put it. So it would be handy. At least that's me. Come on, chunk. You know what? I think I'm just going to go out this way. That'll be fine. It won't matter when all is said and done. Okay. Now I am going down to the canvas in some spots, as you can see. But there's enough paint in these puddles that it should pool right in and cover that canvas again. If not, I can always put a little more paint in there. But I'm going to tilt a little bit too. And I just knocked the stand again. Okay, let me tilt this a little bit. Okay. How are we doing? Did I get you centered again? Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Basically, I'm going to play from here on out, so I think I'll put on some music and let you watch what happens with the rest of this.
a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and where I'll go in life, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes, and ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.
Here's the final wet result. I'm happy with this. These are so much fun to do. You can do almost anything you want, whatever it feels like for you at the time. They're so much fun. I love the colors. I like lots of colors in there. I'm thinking about spring. We've got some signs of the really early spring here coming outside right now, but at the same time, we have a snowstorm coming tomorrow and the next day. Yeah. It could be ice, could be snow, could be 6 inches, could be a foot. We don't know yet. Depends on how far north or and south it goes, you know? It is what it is, though. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up if you would. I would appreciate that. And subscribe, too, if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that even more. Thank you so much for hanging with me this long with this video. I hope it didn't go too fast for you, but I didn't want you to sit here for the full hour or so that it took me to do it. Obviously, you wouldn't have sat that long with this one video, I don't think. Anyway, if you would like to see it at regular speed, you can just slow it down. I've got it at 4 times speed. So, thanks again. Take care of yourselves. Stay warm if you're in the way of these snowstorms. And we'll see you next time. Love you much. Bye.